Hi everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. My name is Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from British Columbia, Canada. And you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. So today I'm sharing a video. This is the second time we've shared our video hop. It's kind of like a blog hop, except we're sharing videos of making cards. So it's the International Crafters Video Hop. And so I'm excited that this is our second one. And today I want to show you how I made a card. It's a fancy fold card. It's featuring the Very Cute bundle. And I'm combining it with a couple of other products from the new mini catalog. So A Walk in the Forest is the give back product. So for every package of the designer series paper that's sold, Stampin' Up! Will donate $4 to, and in Canada, it's being donated to the Salvation Army. And so I'm really excited because I love this paper. You can use it with so many different things, and it coordinates with the Very Cute punch bundle, which is great. I'm also using the Merriest Trees dies, have to get the names right, the Merriest Trees dies, because not only can you punch the bear out from this designer series paper, you can punch the trees out as well. So I love it when we can combine products together. All right, so let me show you the card and then I will show you how easy it actually is to make. It looks more complicated than it really is. All right, I'm going to switch over and we'll get started. All right, so this is the card. I'm going to make a variation on this card today. On this one, I actually stamped the tree and cut it out and then stamped the bear and colored him. This time round, I'm actually going to do some punching out of the paper because I want to show you that paper. So look how cute this card is. It opens up kind of like a Z fold or a Z fold card, but the bear kind of pops, stands up behind. And just looks so cute. All right, so let me show you how easy it is. This is the Very Cute bundle. It's so fun. Just look at these polar bears. They're so cute and cute sentiments. The bear punches out this bear here. So it's a really fun stamp set and punch. On this one, I actually punched the scarf on the bear. But today I'm going to, and the other thing that I'm going to use are these are the Merriest Trees dies. So this is the Merriest Trees bundle. And there are trees that cut out 4 different sizes of trees. So I've used the second smallest tree on my card today. So those are fun as well. All right, and then the last piece that I'm using is, this is one of the pieces of the A Walk in the Forest designer series paper. It's 12 by 12 paper. In Canada, I believe it's $17 for 12 sheets. You get 12 pieces, two pieces of each design. Yeah, like that. It's double-sided. So you can punch out the bear using the Very Cute punch. You can also cut out these trees. So I've decided to cut the brown bear out, and also I've cut one of the old olive trees out. The other side is just little trees. It's really pretty. So this paper is amazing, and the fact that you give back $4 in Canada to the Salvation Army for every package you buy is just icing on top of the cake. All right, so you need your trimmer. I'm just going to measure. So we're going to score our card. I've got a piece of Night of Navy cardstock that is cut 5.5 by 8.5, and you score it at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, and 6 3/8. And then you take and you cut, and I believe, I just want to make sure I'm getting this right. Yes, I should have written this down before I started this, but I didn't, of course. So you're actually cutting at 2 1/8 inch between the 2 1/8 and 6 3/8 inch score lines. So let's do that. So I've got my piece of Night of Navy, and I'm going to score it, make sure I'm scoring, not cutting, at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, and 6 3/8. All right, and then I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, and I'm going to line it up with a 2 1/8 inch score, or 2 1/8 inch mark. And now I'm going to cut from that 2 1/8 inch to the 6 3/8 inch. And when I take that out, I end up with this cut piece here. So what we're going to do is it's basically folded, so it's mountain valley, kind of mountain valley in behind. But basically, if you just take this, you want this small piece here on the to pop out from the front. So if you take that and pop it out, and then pop, so bring this piece forward in the middle, bring the back middle piece to the back, and then fold it, and it will nicely go into the shape you need, like that. Now, I've been giving you Imperial measurements, but if you are in metric, so you live somewhere else other than North America, check below this video, because I will give you the measurements for the metric. Okay, so we've got it all folded. I've burnished it with my bone folder, and we're set to start decorating. Now, I've gone ahead and cut some pieces out already. So you need a piece of designer series paper that is cut 2 inches by 2 inches by 5 3/8. This paper is so cute. It's kind of hard to cover up those adorable polar bears, but I'm using these trees. So that's going to go there. And then I cut another piece 2 inches by 5 3/8 out of old olive, and I've embossed this with the Snowfall Sky 3D embossing folder. So I'm going to put this now. Great debate about which way it goes. I always put most of the snow, the heavy snow, falling from the sky. I've heard other people put it down on the ground, but I'm going to put it falling from the sky because it makes more sense to me. So this piece is also cut 2 inches by 5 3/8. And then I have 2 pieces that are cut 2 inches by 2 inches. And they're going to go in these little sections, little flaps here. So those are 2 by 2. Oops. One of them's got lots of snow and one of them doesn't. That's all right. Oops. Okay, now what I should have done is I also have, or had, you know, you cut out and you keep it around. Oh, there it is. I've got a piece of window sheet, and my piece is a little wide. You don't have to have it this wide. It's 1 inch, and I don't need it this long. I'll trim it. It's going to actually go behind this very first small flap. And if I had thought about it sooner, I could have actually put it behind my embossed cardstock, but I didn't. So that's okay. I'm going to just adhere it behind, but I'm just going to take and trim this to, now depending on what you're going to put on here, will determine how long you need this piece. Now I only am going to put my bear, so I don't need it very long. And in fact, I'm going to trim this again because I don't need it this long. So depending on what you put on your piece, will determine how long this needs to be. And you can get away with probably 1/2 inch wide, but mine's 1 inch. I just grabbed it. So I'm going to take, and it's going to adhere kind of behind here, so you're not going to see it. So I like to use tear and tape. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tear and tape, just because I think tear and tape will hold it a little bit more than if you used Stampin' Seal or liquid glue. So I've got a fair amount. I'm just going to kind of put it there. So I'm not sure there we go. You can see that. So that's where the bear is going to go on to, and you can trim that afterwards if it's still a little bit long. But there's my bear, and I am going to use dimensionals on my bear to hold him in place. that. And I'm going to just trim it around the edge of the bear. You don't see this, so it doesn't really matter, but there we go. So we've got our bear in place. All right, the second thing I already went ahead and cut out using the die was one of the trees, and that was from that paper too. So I'm just going to take and put that tree in behind my bear, and I'm going to lay it flat or adhere it flat, just kind of like that. So on my original card, I actually stamped the bear using tuxedo black, colored it with blends, stamped on the scarf, and I stamped my tree and cut it out. But gee, why? It just seems so much easier to actually cut it out using the designer series paper. All right, so I'm going to use the Merry Christmas stamp. I've got a piece of basic white. If you want to cut this out ahead of time, if you had a piece that was, I don't know, an Imperial 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch by 2 3/4, it would be plenty. I'm going to stamp this. If I can find my Night of Navy. So I've got a piece of basic white. I wonder if I have a smaller piece. Oh, all right, we'll do it on this piece. I'm going to stamp this. Now, if you follow me at all on stampingwithmelva.com, you will know that I tend to fussy cut my sentiments. So I am going to do that, but I'm going to keep it in one piece. On my original card that I just showed you, I cut it into 2 pieces. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut it out, just kind of going around, leaving a little bit. I'm not really worried if I get a little more white in spots. I get closer in spots than others. There we go. So I'm going to put that right across like that. And I'm going to use, I've got some of these dimensionals. I've got to the end of my piece of dimensional, my sheet of dimensionals. So again, like to use all the bits. All right, there we go. And we're just going to put this across like that. All right, so we need 2 pieces of basic white, and I really just realized what I did. I actually used one of my pieces of basic white, so I'm going to cut another piece. All right, so you need 2 pieces of basic white that are 2 inches, no, let's see, yeah, 2 inches by 3 1/4. So I've got one. So let's do another one. 2 inches by 3 1/4. Like that. Now these pieces are going to go here and here. And if you want to, you can stamp something else on the inside. So this one's not going to show. I'm going to stamp Warm Wishes. So I'm going to do that in Night of Navy. Like that. All right, so this piece is just going to adhere. Like that. Behind the bear. And this piece will adhere. Make sure I've got my sentiment going the right way. I do. There we go. All right. So there is the card with my bear kind of just standing up by the tree. The last thing I need, these are the glitter sequins, adhesive backed glitter sequins. They're kind of cool. They're glitter, but they, sorry, I'm looking for my take your pick tool. They are flat, which is really kind of cool. So I'm going to use the ones that are the green. They can be used with all sorts of colors. You could put them on. They come in two sizes. I've only got the large ones here, but I'm going to use the green ones. They're green, white, and Pool Party. But they also will go with Coastal Cabana. This will go with Parakeet Party or Lemon Lime Twist maybe. So I love it that you can combine it with all sorts of other of our colors. So there we go. There is my cute bear fancy fold card. All right. So again, I gave the measurements in Imperial, but below this video, you will find the measurements in both Imperial and metric. So that you can make the card again. I'd love to see what you create. So if you do follow me on my Facebook group, make sure the link to that is underneath this video as well. Share your cards. I'd love to see what you're creating. Thanks so much for joining us in this video hop today. Make sure you click on the links below and hop through the rest of the projects that everyone is sharing this time around. We really appreciate that. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a great day. Happy stamping. Bye.